Alright, looking upwind. Alex and Peter here. I think Peter wants to be a bit further forward. Alex wants to have that jib a bit farther in. I believe somewhere down here we were wing on wing. So the wing looks pretty good when they move it over to the reach. Remember, the crew wants to be facing forward. Right now you're reaching awkwardly behind you. So face forward. Who we got here? Leah and Hannah. So I want to make sure when we're doing that jibe, keep the boat a little more stable. And then want to get, if we need to get that jib over, let's head down a little farther. Get that jib working for us. Douglas and Joe here, nice and stable on the wing. Got the main a little bit tipped up in the sky, so that's good. And then as we go to round the leeward mark here, we're going to watch the jib come over, and Joe's going to snap it in on the leeward side there. I think Douglas wants to hold on to the jib until you're turned about somewhere like here. Right now he's already let go. If he holds onto it here, he can kind of snap it right over to the leeward side, and Joe can pull in on it without any luffing at all. Mainsail trim is pretty good, nice and quick. And here is Eli and Michael. Overall pretty good there. Crew is out, holding down and out on that jib. Main's out. So pretty good form there, coming in on the broad reach. And what do we got to start going on here? So we're looking at two buoys right here. Eli's a little high on the line, but just before the whistles blow, he's able to duck right below the line and come up. He does want to watch out because you got a boat coming up to leeward. Sometimes that little dip down isn't available to you. So I want to make sure that we're keeping our leeward space open so that we don't have somebody coming up here forcing us across the line early. If he'd been a second earlier, Eli would have been pushed over. And that was a short one. Let's back that up. Alright, so here's our line. We are looking at right about here is the whistle. So the timing was good, but we need to see everybody have some leeward heel on their boat, having that boat heel away from the wind so that it wants to turn up into the wind. If it's heeling toward the wind, like we saw here, so everybody's boat is leaning toward the wind. That means the boat wants to turn away from the wind, and we can fight that with the rudder, but if we're fighting it, we're slowing the boat down. So right at the moment when we want to get maximum speed coming off our starting line, we're actually slowing our boat down by leaving it tipped to windward while we cross the line.